Benson. Welcome back to my channel. I am on day 26, or problem 26 of the LeetCode problem set. This solution's in Python. If you've seen my previous videos, I've just been hashing through these one at a time. These were some of the ones I did when I was on vacation, so I just want to go through and run through the solutions for these. So let's dive in here to problem number 26, remove duplicates from sorted array. So given an integer array nums sorted in non-descending order, remove the duplicates in place such that each unique element appears only once. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same, then return the number of unique elements in nums. Consider the number of unique elements of nums to be k. To get accepted, you need to do the following things. Change the array nums such that the first k elements of nums contain the unique elements in an order that they present in nums initially. The remaining elements of nums are not important, as well as the size of nums. Return k. And then it says custom judge. The judge will test your solution on the following code. If all assertions pass, then your solution will be accepted. And then they have the examples, and then they have the constraints. So I just approach this in kind of like a pretty straightforward way. I don't know. I'm sure there were other solutions that were better. I'll show you my submission. My submission wasn't great, but I thought my straightforward approach would kind of work for this. But as you can see, I was in 25% for memory and 60% for runtime, which wasn't terrible, but let's jump into my solution. So this part is the part that comes when you preload the page. So then all the rest of this is what I wrote. So starting from line 7, this line, this if not nums, checks whether the input array nums is empty. And if the array is empty, then there are no elements to remove duplicates from. So the function immediately returns 0. And then for I equals 0, this initializes the variable I to 0. So this will be used to keep track of the index in the modified array where the next distinct element should be placed. We then jump into this for j in range I len nums, which this line starts the loop that iterates over those elements of the array nums, and the loop begins from index 1. Excuse me. And which is the second element. Because the first element is always considered the distinct element. So if nums j exclamation equals nums I, this will check whether the element index j is different than the element of index I. The current element, if it is distinct from the previous element, then the condition is satisfied. And then we go down to here where if the condition of the previous line is true, this line increments the value of I by 1. And this basically just indicates that the new distinct element has been found and the I index should be moved to the next position in the modified array. This line then goes in and assigns the value of the elements at index j to the position in the array indicated by index I. So this will overwrite the previous duplicate element with the current distinct element. And then lastly, we do this down here with a return I plus 1, which after it iterates through the entire array and the loop finishes, this line returns the length of the modified array since I represents the index of the last distinct element. Okay, so adding 1 accounts for the fact that the array indices are 0 based, and we want to return the count of distinct elements. So basically we just modified the input array in place and removed duplicate elements kind of while maintaining this order of distinct elements, and then we just return the length of the modified array, which just represents the count of distinct elements in the input array. So that was the logic behind this solution. And again, it wasn't the best solution. I was just trying to make it as straightforward as I could. There are better solutions out there. I will be reworking this at a later date, but in the meantime, I'm going to leave my GitHub with the video description down below, and you guys are more than welcome to fork, clone, make it better, make it worse, have some fun, learn something new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.